We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by my running mate here tonight. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, always a pleasure. Do you see the intensity in their eyes tonight? Do you see that passion? We're going to have a barn burner. Let's check it out.
You can see it. You can feel it. I know this takes you back. Let's do this thing. Nothing going here on that drive. To Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Leonard buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Paul George. Great look and vision. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
That's a 5-second violation. George, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. George, tough matchup against Durant. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Leonard to Beverly. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Irving. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Durant. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. To Paul George. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Beverly into the front court. The lead is 15. Great pass to set it up. Going to launch beyond the arc. That out of his range and no good. Irving to Durant. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
And finishes strong.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Irving can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Visit our team website for more details. Substitutions, Brooklyn.
Durant. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The assist from number 00.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. 4-3. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
The assist from number 21.
Jordan. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Durant. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And the dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
George. Not that time. He misses. And stuffs it home. Deep three at the buzzer. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back to Southern California. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. He's got it for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Williams across the timeline. His guy's up by 15. The follow won't go either. To Durant. Fires the 3. Smothering D. And the basket good at the rim.
That boy's living his best life.
To Durant. Great feed, sets it up. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Irving. Oh, it took a while, Jay, but he hits his first 3 of the game here tonight.
Yeah, couldn't really get one to fall in the first quarter, but he stayed the course and did a good job of squaring his shoulders to the basket.
Doesn't get the bounce.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots, but the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Irving. Won't go down. Gets it in the left corner. For three, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
George against KD. To Irving. From long range. And Kyrie Irving. Odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
George, not easy. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Man, that was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Irving to Durant. Fires the three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Strong finish for Paul George. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Irving brings the ball up court. Jordan, deep left corner. Durant. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 31, Jared Allen.
Straight on look, Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him. George matched up with Durant. Leaving no doubt, slams it down.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Well, you can't do that.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Kawhi Leonard, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
It's LA Clippers ball. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nice pass to set things up. Count the basket at the rim.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees, but if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
Irving into the front court. Trailing by 14. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Rocking the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Second effort. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. That's it for the first half. It's been all Clippers so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To George. Beyond the arc for three. Irving the rebound. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Missed a wide open look. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Dinwiddie into the front court. 14-point deficit. 4-3. No good. That's great defense. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Irving. Oh, that's how it's done.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. It goes down.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Irving with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Patrick Beverley able to recover with the block. Irving. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
No good, and no foul.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
It's good.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Right rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for Brooklyn, number 12.
Fires the three.
Yes! I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Mo Harkless gets the two.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Buries the trifecta.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Throws it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Jordan.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
And he hits.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
And the slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
That's his first.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second of 3, got it. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Has a look. And 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Number 7, Kevin Durant.
LA Clippers with the basketball. For 3, he took the bait and he hits.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Cruises inside for 2.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
That misses with a second to go. 3 quarters down, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
From long range, missed it to Williams. Has a chance. Lou Williams. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Williams into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Durant. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Harkless. Nets have it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the rebound taken in by Beverly.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Durant. Well defended. To Harkless. Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Dinwiddie here against Harkless. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To Beverly. Cleans the offensive glass. A pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Clippers have the basketball. Williams' shot won't go.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Patrick Beverly, he thrives in situations like these.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lets it fly from long range. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. To Williams. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Tough shot. Well defended to Paul George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Cleans it up. Offensive board. Deep right corner. Williams. Not that time. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down big. Can't connect. To George. Strong finish for Paul George. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. And he hits.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Leonard to Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Down a bundle and a putback slam.
I harp on the fundamentals like boxing out at the youth level all the time. Gotta be aware where the offensive player is.
Leonard. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Irving.
Substitutions, Brooklyn.
Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Goes reverse to lay it in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Irving. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion.